Hello everyone, this is Boricua Binks and welcome back to Let's Play Seduce Me. In the last episode we got an okay ending, but now I am going to make sure that we get the best ending possible for our darling James. Alright, so let's get started. I'm also going to only be showing you guys any new dialogue or new choices that I have to make.
That, miss, is a shrimp pesto dish. Pastas are my specialty, so I'm positive you'll enjoy it. I'm glad you like it. At least someone here in the room has taste.
Hey! Let her go!
Sam! Eric!
Come on, Sam. You and me, right here. Let's go!
Come on, asswipe!
That's enough, Malix.
What? Who do you think you're speaking?
The girl who's going to help you kill them. Just not now.
Not now!
There's 5 of them and 2 of us. Even if we come back with the gang, they can have the place surrounded by human police.
Then we shoot everyone!
Think! If we shoot everyone, we'll be hunted. And it'll be a matter of time before makeshift paladins come and try to exorcise us.
Ugh.
I apologize for indulging myself as I did. I hope that you will not dislike me when you awaken. My name is Raystrow.
I could hear James's heartbeat. He held me close in his arms and I felt safe beyond words.
I wasn't lying, you know.
I looked up at James, wondering what he meant by what he said. James smiled down at me, moving a strand of my hair from my face to look down at me.
I love you. I love every single fiber of you. Your mind, your body, your soul. You're quite possibly the most interesting woman I have ever met. You always find your way into my mind. You...
Aw, wow, this is much better than last time. I stared wide-eyed, blushing like a maniac. Was this real? No way. This couldn't be real. Was James confessing to me? Confessing his love for me? Girl, he just said it. James gently smiled and caressed my cheek. The warmth of his hand invited me to nuzzle into it, and I closed my eyes. This wasn't a dream. My heart was pounding to the point where I was sure James could hear it. James gently leaned in, closing his eyes. He stopped, however, remaining just a mere torturous inch away from my lips. He wanted me to show my feelings for him. He had left himself open for me to kiss him or leave him empty. The power I had was unbelievable. Hell no, I'm not gonna just caress his cheek. He wants a beso, I'll give him a beso. I loved him and wanted to give him exactly what he wanted. I gently leaned in, letting my lips finally touch his gingerly. James let out almost a pleasured purr against my lips before wrapping both of his arms around my waist, pulling me to him. I moved my arms up and around his neck, feeling the kiss between us deepen to a heated height. My chest was pounding, making me feel and see fireworks in my mind. James was everything I desired. He was the man I wanted, demon or not. It was all so supernatural. To fall in love with someone so quickly. Yeah, I was just thinking that earlier. I was like, this is going really fast. Maybe it was the sense magic I was thrown into. Maybe it was Cupid playing with my heart. Either way, I found myself melting at the thought of him being with me. I found myself combing my fingers through James's hair, making the man hold me softly tremble at my touch. He gently nibbled on my lower lip, asking me to deepen the kiss between us even further. I easily teased him before finally opening my mouth slightly for him. His tongue gently danced with mine as one of his hands slid up my back and cradled my head. He gently leaned my body back, making me cling to him as the heat of our kiss rose higher and higher. Gently, though, James slowed the kiss down and pulled away, staring down at me. His eyes burned for me, wanting me to melt and buckle in his arms. I could feel myself melt already. James opened his mouth to speak, but as a very small blush ran along his cheeks, he was reduced to shy silence. Oh, that's so cute! I stared as he tried to find the words to say in my eyes. I knew exactly what he wanted. He didn't need energy, though, right? Are you?
No, I just...
Oh, boy. You know there's an age difference, right? I mean, yeah, she's technically an adult, but... I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna save. I want to see what happens. I have a feeling. Okay. I stared wide-eyed, feeling a blush on my cheeks grow. He didn't say anything more, but I knew what words would have followed if he continued. He wanted me. I was stunned. Was I that appealing to him? Was his passion really that deep for me? James gently lifted his head and kissed my forehead, losing the blush and finally being able to speak.
If you don't want to, we don't have to.
Can't we wait a little longer? This feels so fast. I could feel my mind go numb and purr at the idea. A moment with an incubus. He was a demon of sex, the purest form of lust and desire. Wouldn't that kill her, draining her energy? My world would rock, seriously, and I would enjoy every second of it. At the same time, I was indeed inexperienced. Diana wasn't wrong when she claimed me to be innocent. Did I want to give that innocence to him? Especially this early? I found myself forgetting the words yes and no. What could I say to him? I knew then what I wanted, but how to say it without breaking the moment? Hold me, seduce me. The title of the game. All right. Please, I don't show too much. I don't know how to freaking censor any of this in case they do show too much. I don't know. All right, let's do it. Oh, jeez. I couldn't believe the two words that came out of my mouth. It made the most sense to tell him yes. I needed him. I wanted him. Those two words must have made something in him finally break. Sex music! Woo! James quickly resumed the kiss with me, to which I eagerly kissed back and pulled him closer to my body. The heat inside of my chest was craving his touch, and I needed to deny any space between us. Please don't be too descriptive for my... I can't handle it. James lowered a hand and brought one of my legs around his waist as he lowered his other hand to my waist. Without breaking the kiss, I gripped to his shoulders and jumped off my feet, wrapping both of my legs around him and making him hold me up. His touch kept raising my need for him higher and higher, bringing my mind to the desire that was buried in the back of my mind. James held me close, kissing me deep and making me moan against his lips. I could feel our bodies sink into the ground, noticing a gentle gold glow penetrate through my closed eyelids. Oh, he's using his magic. Cool. How convenient. Before I could open my eyes, however, I felt our bodies fall into a familiar feeling bed with James landing on top of me. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. I can handle that. That's okay. He's pretty hot. I stared up at James as he pulled his face slowly away from mine. His eyes were almost glowing in the dark room, piercing into my soul and making me shiver in anticipation. He effortlessly removed his gray sweater and red tie, leaving him in his tightly fitted white button-up over me. I could practically feel the heat of his skin through the thin fabric. However, as he held me, I could slightly feel the shiver of his hands. He was nervous? Oh, that's cute. Was I his first? He wasn't going to show it. He wanted me to enjoy this moment, but was afraid of screwing up. His shivering hands showed me his emotions perfectly. I gently reached up and brought his head down, kissing him once again. I wanted him not to worry. The pleasure between us would be heavenly and we'd go through it together. I closed my eyes and gave myself to James. Can we leave it right there? Yeah? My body, my mind, my soul, it all belonged to him as he held me. His body, his mind, his soul. It all belonged to me as I gave in to his embrace. His kisses and fingers over my skin would forever engrave themselves into my memory as our passion rose through incredible heights. Our breaths and moans to each other equally sounded and echoed like a blissful chant we never wished to end. We kept moving, loving, feeling every inch of our bodies until we had had enough, and I was enveloped in his embrace. Alright, this is not so bad. Skin to skin, heartbeats matching, we held each other in the glow of the aftermath. I nuzzled my head under James's chin as he held me close.
I love you so much.
Aww. I love you too. Just to hear those words come from James's mouth made my heart flutter. To hear me answer made my soul warm in glee. I could feel both of us sink into a peaceful sleep together. It was the best sleep I had had in days, and I was happy. I had love, and I had my happiness. My life was simply perfect. When I opened my eyes, I found myself staring into James's bare chest. I blushed but looked up to see James still sleeping. His sleeping face made me giggle softly, but the reality of the situation made my heart flutter. I couldn't believe it. I was lying next to a man I had grown to love with all of my heart. His warm embrace made me feel safe, and as the tender moment we just shared replayed in my head, I couldn't help but smile and snuggle into his chest further. Unconsciously, he held me tighter to his body, giving me more of his warmth. I didn't want to move, but then my core suddenly tightened and made me sit up without waking the man next to me. Uh-oh. I felt my legs move and bring me to my balcony window, where I opened the glass and stepped out into the patio. Oh no. I stared wide-eyed at Diana, who sat cross-legged on the railing of my balcony with her glowing red-eyed stare upon me. I opened my mouth to object, but Diana stopped me.
Before you get all huffy, I didn't come here to take your precious man away. By the way, how was it exactly? Demons are the best lovers, after all.
Well, you guys are sex demons, so I would expect that. I glared. What do you want, Diana?
Well, I just wanted to see how you truly feel. You know, without him around to influence you.
What are you talking about?
I'm giving you an opportunity to come clean about these feelings of yours and to give you your salvation.
What was Diana up to? This was beyond crazy. Nothing she had done made sense. Why was I still alive at this rate? What's keeping you from just killing me and taking them?
You are not worth my time.
Yeah, I've been wondering about her motivations and all that. Sorry. Had to take a sip. Not worth your time. What are you, afraid something might happen? All at once, I felt my body being lifted into the air and moved over past the railing, leaving me with nothing but the ground below to threaten me with a collision death.
Oh, trust me, dear. I'm not afraid to kill you. I can drop you right now and leave your body to rot until the morning, when the boys would find you.
That's not good. I wanted to speak, but the thought of her letting go and letting me fall to my death scared my voice into silence. Diana then chuckled and wheeled my body back to the balcony, setting me down gently.
Alas, if I kill you, then the boys would never come with me willingly back to the demon world, and then I'd have to chase them all around the world, or kill them and drag them back. But then their father wouldn't be happy, and blah blah blah. Too much work.
Diana seemed very business-oriented, as if the boys were cargo more than men. It irked me, but then she then smiled.
I'm giving you one chance to denounce your love for the demon in your bed, and let me take him and the other boys back to the demon world.
N.O. And why, may I ask, would I do that?
There are so many reasons why, actually. There's the reason that he's a demon and you're a human, so you two can never truly have a happily ever after. Then there's the reason that demons truly do not know how to love, despite what he may proclaim. The list goes on and on. The point is, if you give me the boys, I will promise you eternal happiness.
I don't believe you. Eternal happiness?
That's right. I have the power to give you anything you desire. Power, men, women, money, fame. Name it, and it's yours. A demon never goes back on their word, and I have the power to obtain anything you wish. Our deal is our contract.
I could only stare in shock. This was a dream. It had to be. However, Diana smiled an almost genuine smile at me, shaking me to the reality of the situation. She would never smile like that.
Don't you wish to be free of your destiny? Your father constantly berating you to become the next CEO of your grandfather's company.
How did you... I was almost floored in surprise. How did Diana know of all of this? She was a succubus, yes, but how could she know anything beyond sexual desire? She wasn't Damien. Diana chuckled and leaned back against her arms.
Just because I play with hearts and sex doesn't mean I don't know my way around the human mind. You happen to be an open book of information, but I digress.
She's really powerful.
I can give you your freedom with ease. It'll be like you were always meant to have it. All I ask is that you hand over the boys. What do you say?
Was I seriously being given this choice? The man I love for anything I wanted? A demon like Diana was powerful enough, yes, but did I even want to consider giving up the man I loved? Somebody would actually say yes. I find that so interesting. Kind of want to see what would happen, but of course I'm going to say no. Hell no. She must have been crazier than I thought. I glared. Absolutely not. Diana sighed and stood up onto the railing. What I wasn't expecting was her lifting me into the air. I tried to scream, but my voice suddenly became locked in silence. What was Diana doing? Diana made me float over to her, and she smirked as we touched noses.
Well, if I can't return home with the boys, I might as well return home with the power to fight back.
Oh, like last time. Here we go again. So she's kissing me again. I want to enjoy it, feel my energy. Why can't I skip this? It's pretty much the same. Then she let go, put me onto the patio. See, last time I didn't even see this image. It was just describing it, but I didn't see her here. For some reason, though, she looked stronger, powerful. Oh, this is new, right? Diana then stepped back off of the railing, making me catch my breath in my throat. As she took another step away from me, she looked to be simply walking on the night air. Diana smirked at my sudden surprise.
May you never regret your choice, human. If you do, I'll happily come and take it away.
With a flick of her hair, Diana turned and walked away into the night, fading into the darkness like a shadow. I watched her fade away before looking back to the man in my bed. Did I make the right choice? Of course you did! You chose love! My heart gave a gentle thump, giving me my answer. I did, and I will never regret it for as long as I live. I walked back inside and gently crawled back into bed within the embrace of the safest arms I knew. I snuggled close to the warmth before closing my eyes. He didn't wake up at all. Dude, I could have been killed like 10 times already. And he just slept like a baby. I was happy. Okay, the rest of the story can... Okay. Okay, I think this is the same, right? Oh, I think it's a little different. Our love was so powerful it practically overwhelmed me with joy every time I found him holding me close every morning. Yeah, that wasn't in the last one. To think, a demon ex-prince in love with a human like me. It was unthinkable, unbelievable. It was practically impossible. But it was true. The other boys decided to leave. Oh, they did leave. Aw. Had someone new to care for. Didn't need him now that he was caring for me. That's kind of sad. I felt bad as well. If I ever need them. And this is pretty much the same. They made me promise, however, that I would love James for as long as we lived. That promise was instantly given. But what of my future? This is the same. So he becomes CEO. I was able to choose my own future. Okay, it's pretty much the same, yeah. Alright, I think this is new. One night, a good couple of years after the boys and I had met, I had a moment to myself, so I sat in my room and took in all that had happened as if it was all a dream. Actually, no. It's all real. Relishing in the feelings dancing within my soul.
Are you okay?
It's a little different, but it's really similar. Okay. I looked up from my lap to see James standing at the doorway, cross-armed with a playfully raised eyebrow. I smiled and blushed a bit. Yeah, I'm okay. I was just remembering how we met and such.
Were you now?
Yeah, and I wouldn't change anything. Oh, so cute. James smiled and walked over to me, gently taking my hands and kissing over the knuckles sweetly.
Come, I have a surprise for you.
Oh, this is different. I raised an eyebrow. A surprise? What the heck was he plotting? James simply chuckled and kissed my forehead.
I promise you'll love it.
Okay. Deciding to go along with it, I nodded and stood up. James gently took my arm under his and led me out of my bedroom. I stared in shock at the path of golden rose petals lining the floor. Aww! Creating a path away from the door. James led me down the golden rose path as if this was all a part of his plan. James, what is going on? James didn't answer. He continued to lead me down the stairs of the lobby, where the path wound into the dining room. I stared in shock as I saw the table set with candles and a large bouquet of golden roses decorating the middle. James, I feel sorta underdressed, you know. If she were in pajamas, I would laugh so hard.
There's nothing wrong with how you look now. You're beautiful no matter what clothes you are in.
Stop it, you charmer. Perfect answer. I couldn't help but let a red blush paint my face, making James chuckle once again. He led me to my seat, where I was greeted with a plate of shrimp pesto on the table. Ah, your favorite pasta dish. James,
Remember what that is?
of course. That, sir, is a shrimp pesto dish. James laughed and smiled. I smiled back up at him, feeling nostalgia run over my heart. Giddy happiness bubbled as I looked up at the man I had loved. You made it when we first met, when you and your brothers were apologizing for getting bloody in the lobby.
Well, it was more than that we had to apologize for, but that was the gist of it, yes.
How could I forget? What's this all about? James gently bent forward and kissed my forehead sweetly, making me giggle slightly.
You are such a wonderful woman. I can't believe that I can love someone this much. You have changed my whole world, and now you have become my everything. I practically get scared waking up every morning in case this is all just a blissful dream.
Aw, that's so cute. James. Before I could speak further, James gently placed his fingers on my lips, hushing me, before he caressed my cheek. I nuzzled into his hand, almost purring at the feel of the warmth against my cheek.
I love you, and I will never stop loving you. No matter what comes our way, I promise to be there for you as long as time keeps moving. I want to be yours forever.
Oh my god, yes! This is what I wanted! Yes! Give me the ring! Yeah, you put a ring on it! Ah, yeah! Okay, sorry. I'm such a sucker for a lovely proposal. Okay. I'm so happy. Before I could realize what was going on, James slowly got down on one knee beside me and took out a small black box. He lifted the top to reveal a beautiful ring with a purple gem and crowned with gold and purple embellishments. Ah, that's gorgeous. I stared, my mind instantly freezing in surprise at the sight. I felt my eyes water at the immense feelings bursting inside my chest. I know, I'm feeling all emotional, man. What's up with this game? It's not even me. Why?
Will you, Miss Anderson, marry me?
Aww. I was speechless. I felt myself break and start to weep in joy. Was this happening? This had to be a dream. I mentally begged every single deity in the sky to never wake me up if that was the case. I fought my tears, trying to speak to answer his question. I didn't want to leave him in the dark, and I didn't want him to be on the ground for long. Yes! Yes, I will! I stood up, crying and jumping in joy as James smiled the biggest smile I had ever seen on his face and slid the ring onto my ring finger. As it finally ended its upward journey at the crevice of my finger, James stood up and took me into his arms, kissing me and sealing my words. I had gained the heart of a demon. No, of a man I loved. I vowed to cherish him and love him for the remainder of my days and beyond. So romantic. Could a demon love a human forever? I knew James would. And that was my happily ever after. End. James' proposal. T. I think T is for like true end. So much better than the last ending. Yes! I did it. Wow! Wow! I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Oh, it's so beautiful. I love it. New password unlocked. Demon War. Okay. Oh, this is so wonderful. I love this game. I can't wait. Oh, I want to see the other paths. Oh man. Ooh, nice song. That's the voice actress for Diana.
Choices that you made. Go on, chase the morning with your heart. The worst is over now.
Bradley Gareth, your voice was hot.
'Cause in the end, when your story's over, then you'll love the best.
There's only one name missing from here, and that's Pharaoh 2091.
Let your fingers touch the sky. Your journey's far from over. There's a million stories left.
Wait, the creator of this game is Michaela, and she did Diana? Wow. And she sings.
Know the choices that you made were right.
I salute you, Miss Michaela Laws. You are amazing. This game is awesome. I want more. It's and the music's really nice.
Find regret inside.
Aw, Kickstarter people, you guys are awesome.
Future in your hands now, it's in your sight. Go on, there's no better time to start. Your path is clearer now, urging you on. Don't be afraid, all the fear inside will fade. The trials that you face will make you strong. Fly high, feel the wind blow as you fly. Your journey's not yet over. There's 100 battles left to fight. Be free to be who you want to be. Love, you have just one life only. Know the choices that you make are right.
Man, that was a really nice song. This game is awesome. I really do have to play more of it. I can't just leave it here. I really want to see some more. Well, you can add me to your fan base. I'm a fan. Wait, what? Barb, Dick's, Crab Nipples, and Richard's Pickles. Please just don't ask.
Fly high, let your fingers touch the sky. Your journey's far from over. There's a million stories left to write. Be free to explore the life you seek, to embrace the love you carry. Know the choices that you made were right.
Anyway, thank you guys so very much for watching. This was a long episode. And I finally got the happy ending that I wanted, so I'm very happy. So, I will see you in the next episode. Bye!